I went to the people of Kenya with a plan. I made commitments. We rolled out a program and a manifesto. I am ready to be examined on the basis of the manifesto that I presented to the people of Kenya, and I am ready for the exam, whether I did what I told the people of Kenya or I did not. That exam, I am ready for it. Siyo mtihani inakuja next year? Yes. And I want to challenge all the other leaders. Kila mtu akuje na track record yake. Si ndio? Yes. Kama umekuwa kiongozi miaka 5, lete track record ya miaka 5. Kama umekuwa kiongozi miaka 10, lete track record ya miaka 10. Kama wewe ni mtu miaka 50, lete track record ya miaka 50. Wacha kusumbua sisi. Ama namna gani? Si ndio? So, matusi, name calling, ukabila, vitimbi, fitina, haina nafasi. Lete track record yako, lete agenda yako. Wakenya ni werevu, wataamua nani yako na agenda, nani yako na track record. Ama namna gani? Mheshimiwa party leader na waheshimiwa wote mliofika hapa leo, mimi nataka ni mwisho niwaulize kwa heshima kubwa viongozi wa chama cha ODM na viongozi wa chama cha UDA. You have a responsibility higher than many to make sure you stand together. Wacha nirudie tena. Viongozi wa chama ya ODM na viongozi wa chama ya UDA, tafadhali musigombane, musigombanishwe. You have a responsibility to unite this nation. Musigawanye taifa letu la Kenya. Tafadhali nawaomba. I want you to understand that you have a very heavy responsibility. On your shoulders rests the unity of Kenya. On your shoulders rests the unity of our nation. Tunaelewana jameni? Na sasa mumesikia kwa broad based iko fire na iko power. Ukiongeza fire na power inakuwa fire power. Basi nafikiri tungekuwa tunaongea mambo ya National Infrastructure Fund if there was no broad-based government. We would not. Let me just so that you know, we would not have had the capacity to even raise resources using the Kenya Pipeline IPO or the Safaricom process. It would not have been possible. It's because of unity. Ndio Waswahili wakasema umoja ni nguvu. Let me tell you, many of you may not know. IPO ya Kenya Pipeline, the cab memo for the privatization of Kenya Pipeline was drafted by the government led by Mwai Kibaki. But they couldn't do it. The Jubilee government could not do it. It is the broad-based government that has done it. That shows you the power of unity. Yeah? That shows you the power of unity. And therefore, as a leader in this nation, I don't take for granted when leaders, citizens come together. Na ndio sababu hiyo nikisimama hapa mbele yenu, mbali na kutekeleza mambo ambayo hayakuwezekana kwa muda mrefu. We have tried to do many things in the past, but we were not able because we didn't have the courage to do them and we didn't have the unity to drive it. Today, we thank God that we have a leadership that has the courage to make the decisions that will change the destiny of our nation, but we also have the unity of purpose in the broad-based government to make sure that we execute it. And Kenya, friends, is going to change. This way, Kenya is going to change. So, nawashukuru sana for praying for this nation. Mumesema kwa mfano ya kwamba kuna ubaguzi ambayo imetokea pale nyuma, injustices against sections of our society. An identity card was made to be a privilege, or a passport to be a privilege for some sections of our society, which is not correct. And even as we make it possible for every citizen to access an identity card and also a passport, it is not a favor that we are doing to anybody in Kenya. It is a right for each and every one of us. All we are doing is correcting the injustices of the past, righting the wrongs that have been meted against fellow citizens because of prejudices and people who want to live in a Kenya that is not equal. So, kama Waislamu, whatever we are doing, the positions you have today in government, the rights you have today, they are not favors, they are rights, because you are entitled to them as all the other citizens of Kenya are entitled to them. And we are going to do this because it is good for Kenya. Together, we are stronger. Together, we can go places. Tukigawanyana, tunakuwa wadhaifu. Lakini tukisimama pamoja, tutakuwa na nguvu na tutaendelea na tutafikisha Kenya mahali kila mmoja wetu atajivunia kuwa Mkenya. So, tukiwa hapa leo jioni, I don't want to speak for long, but I want to ask you as people who believe in God. Na vile nawauliza viongozi wote na wale wote ambao wanamwamini Mungu, wa Kristo na Waislamu kwa pamoja. Jameni, kuna mambo ambayo pia hayawezi kufanyika na serikali peke yake. We need to protect our children from drug abuse. We need to protect our children from bad influence that is threatening our families. You know, alcoholism, drug abuse. These are things that are undermining the future of our country because they undermine especially the most critical sector of our society, the young people of our nation. And therefore, religious leaders, parents, all of us, people who believe in God, we must pray for our children, protect our children, and take the necessary steps so that we don't lose the future of our nation. Vile vile, kwa sababu tumekubaliana tunatembea pamoja. Na nimesikiza mbunge wa Mvita hapa Bwana Machele amesema kuhusu mambo ya stima. He is right. We have only 3,300 megawatts of energy. We have new peak power stations, especially in the evenings. We need, as I have told you, to generate another 10,000 megawatts of energy because our economy is growing. We are distributing more energy. We are creating new industries. We are building new factories, and therefore it's necessary for us to have energy. And that is the reason why I want to thank the members of Parliament for enacting the National Infrastructure Fund. Using that National Infrastructure Fund, we are going now to generate an extra 10,000 megawatts. Just watch this space, so that Machele and all the other members of parliament will not be asking us, what are we doing about power? But let me also inform the citizens of this great county, Mombasa, and this region, that the challenge that we had with the transmission line was because of court matters which have now been resolved, and now we are going to develop that transmission line, meanwhile to make sure that there is sufficient power getting to Mombasa, even as we look at the bigger picture of generating more energy for the country, including for the growing city of Mombasa. Let me conclude by saying the following. We have a huge development now going on here in Dongokundu. We have agreed with the Afrexim Bank. They are investing resources here. KPA is expanding. The infrastructure in this city is expanding. Mwache, the water project that is just outside Mombasa in Kwale, is ongoing. We intend to complete it. I had sent the minister this week to come and check on the progress, and by next year we should be able to deliver sufficient water to both the county of Kwale, the county of Mombasa, and parts from Mazeras going that way in the county of Kilifi. So tutashirikiana namna hiyo ndio tuweze kwenda mbele kwa pamoja. Mnajua tarehe 1 mwezi wa 6, for the first time in the history of Kenya, we will have national celebrations in Wajir. That will be the first ever on Madaraka Day. Madaraka ya mwaka huu tunafanyia Wajir, so that we can demonstrate to Kenya that Northern Kenya is as good as any part of the Republic of Kenya. As my elder brother, Senator Oburu, the party leader of ODM, has said, the National Infrastructure Fund is the instrument that we are going to use to correct the mistakes of sessional paper number 1. That is the instrument we're going to use, because the first 3 items that we will be funding using the National Infrastructure Fund and the resources we are raising from privatization is not just going to be the roads, is not going to be the airport, which is on course, but we have the first 12 dams that are going to be funded under the National Infrastructure Fund. And 60% of those dams are in northern Kenya. So we have a lot of land in northern Kenya, very fertile land. In fact, that is the future of the agricultural and food security intervention in Kenya. So msiwe na wasiwasi, tutatembea pamoja safari hiyo, na niwahakikishie ya kwamba vile taifa letu la Kenya tumekuja pamoja na tumekubali kushirikiana, tuondoe siasa ya ubaguzi, tuondoe ukabila, tuondoe chuki, tuondoe migawanyiko, tuungane, tushirikiane, Mungu atatujalia. Yes. Ndio tuweze kuwabeba wa Kenya wote. And let me assure you that those who believe in division, those who believe in exclusion, the ethnic chiefs, they will not succeed in this country. Mungu hata waruhusu. And they cannot divide this nation. And going into the future, every leader and leadership in Kenya is going to be measured by your track record and your plan on how you're going to make this country better, not on how you tell us about the challenges of our nation. We all know what the challenges of Kenya is. The difference is going to be made by those who have a plan and a solution for the challenges we face as a nation. Tunaelewana jameni? So, we have demonstrated when we signed the 10-point agenda, many people thought we were not serious about it. Today, we have a credible track record on what we have done on the 10-point agenda and on the transformation of our nation. I said yesterday, I will repeat again. I went to the people of Kenya with a plan. I made commitments. We rolled out a program and a manifesto. I am ready to be examined on the basis of the manifesto that I presented to the people of Kenya, and I am ready for the exam, whether I did what I told the people of Kenya or I did not. That exam, I am ready for it. Siyo mtihani inakuja next year? Yes. And I want to challenge all the other leaders. Kila mtu akuje na track record yake. Si ndio? Yes. Kama umekuwa kiongozi miaka 5, lete track record ya miaka 5. Kama umekuwa kiongozi miaka 10, lete track record ya miaka 10. Kama wewe ni mtu miaka 50, lete track record ya miaka 50. Wacha kusumbua sisi. Ama namna gani? Si ndio? So, matusi, name calling, ukabila, vitimbi, fitina, haina nafasi. Lete track record yako, lete agenda yako. Wakenya ni werevu, wataamua nani yako na agenda, nani yako na track record. Ama namna gani? Mheshimiwa party leader na waheshimiwa wote mliofika hapa leo, mimi nataka ni mwisho niwaulize kwa heshima kubwa viongozi wa chama cha ODM na viongozi wa chama cha UDA. You have a responsibility higher than many to make sure you stand together. Wacha nirudie tena. Viongozi wa chama ya ODM na viongozi wa chama ya UDA, tafadhali musigombane, musigombanishwe. You have a responsibility to unite this nation. Musigawanye taifa letu la Kenya. Tafadhali nawaomba. I want you to understand that you have a very heavy responsibility. On your shoulders rests the unity of Kenya. On your shoulders rests the unity of our nation. Tunaelewana jameni? Na sasa mumesikia kwa broad based iko fire na iko power. Ukiongeza fire na power inakuwa fire power. Basi